I spent January hibernating. I made no plans with friends, didn't teach in-person classes, and took time to get more familiar with not rushing, meditating, and caring for myself and my home. This month I focused on those things I've wanted to do around my house more. The silly things like decluttering, organizing drawers, putting up artwork, and spending most of my working hours painting. 7:30 a.m. was the earliest I woke up this month. I spent longer, ate more, distracted myself less, and reduced the amount of things in my to-do list. You know how sometimes there's so much going on and so much to do that somehow, without even realizing, you start going on autopilot? When you're trying to move forward in life, not letting the boat sink, trying to make it move somewhere. Somehow, in between the deadlines and the to-do lists, a shallow breath becomes the norm. You tune out of your body, and sometimes you even become afraid to pay attention to the signs your body is giving you. I feel I had been there, deeply, just trying to push in autopilot. A version of the world where I remember to trust more in what I am doing, that I am still advancing and doing things that are worthy. Hey there, welcome back to my studio. I've been back from Peru for almost 2 weeks and I'm finally coming back to myself. I came back and I've been very sick this past 2 weeks with the flu. While I went back to Peru, I was a little bit out of my routine. I didn't take my probiotics with me and boom, it hit me right as soon as we came back. So I'm finally starting to come back to the studio. Today I've packed orders from my shop in the morning. Right now I'm gonna be packing some gifts that I brought for a few of my friends, and I wanted to make a little haul of the stuff that I got my friends in Peru. The first one is I got these chacapa for my friend Esmeralda, the woman that owns the cacao farm where I usually get my cacao from, while in Peru, Alexia Pedal. She harvested these chacapa for Esme. She actually also harvested one for me. That's why I knew she had a chacapa. And a chacapa, for those of you that don't know, it's this beautiful instrument that it's used a lot in the jungles of the Amazon. It's usually used for opening spaces with ícaros, and it's small and sweet, and I cannot wait to send these to Esme. There's actually this feria The biggest artisanal fair that happens in Lima happened while I was there. It's called Rurakmaki, and I was there, and that's where I got most of these goodies. So I actually also got these hand-carved little spoon for Esme. I know how much she loves her elixirs and teas just like I do, so I thought this would be a sweet little gift for her. And then I brought some cacao. It's a mix of teobroma, so it has some cacao and also some majambo. This is for my friend Fatima, and I'm gonna send this to her. And lastly, I got my friend Koa and her son a couple of alpaca goodies. I got a little hat for Mateo, who is the son of my friend Koa, and I got Koa a little bracelet, which looks just like the one that I got for myself. And those are the two that I cannot find. I'm just so excited to be back in my studio. I cannot wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm starting fully back into painting. I am continuing painting my painting about the Peruvian fruits, and this will be my priority in the upcoming weeks, if not months, and let's go pack some stuff. I once heard someone say that in your adult years, friendships need to be watered more than ever. There's no more school or clubs that is making us see each other so often, and it is rather us seeking to find pockets of our time to be together. Most of my friends are sprinkled around the world, and we don't get to see each other as often as we'd like. But as someone who loves mail and handwritten letters, sending packages to my friends is one of my love languages, and my way of saying I am thinking of you and I love you. Before continuing with today's art vlog, I just want to take a moment to say thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Squarespace has been the virtual home of my online shop, art portfolio, email campaigns, and so much more since 2018, and I cannot recommend them enough. With Squarespace, you can get started with a professionally designed website template and then customize absolutely anything and everything about the look, add features to fit your needs, and make it stand out by mixing your personal touch with Squarespace tools. So in case you're interested to start a new website or get a new domain, Squarespace and I are partnering up to offer you a 2-week free trial. And once you are ready to launch, you can use the code Caro Arevalo and get 10% of your first purchase of a website or domain with them. And now let's go back to the vlog. So this month I've made lots of advances in my painting about Peruvian fruits. It has been awesome to learn how the flowers, leaves, and roots look for some of my favorite fruits. I think it's fascinating to realize that for a lot of fruits and veggies we've loved for so long, we don't really know how the rest of their plant looks. Painting, for me, becomes the opportunity to get curious about plants, especially those we interact and love quite often, and learn more about them. For example, while doing research for this painting, I learned that the star fruit isn't Peruvian, which is something I grew up believing. The stories of how plants and food travel is a story of migration, and I love learning about the relationships between lands and people. Being honest with you, this month I've been so inward I only took a handful of hikes. I usually love hiking in winter, but this time around I chose to stay in most of the month, and it made me love even more my solo hikes. It's a very exciting day because we are adopting two sibling cats that were born in November 11th. And ever since we learned that they were born, we've wanted to adopt them. And at first we were thinking of adopting one, but isn't it so sweet to adopt siblings? And these two ones that we're adopting, they were the first and second to be born, to come out of their mama. Ever since they came out of the womb, they've been so close to one another. We've seen so many photos of them sleeping one on top of the other and just loving each other so much. So we are adopting two of them, these two kitties. And today I'm gonna be getting the house kitten ready to call it something. I just know that I have so much random stuff in our home, like pots with soil that are lying around randomly, or my earrings that are on the floor, or stuff like that I want to make sure that everything is like kitten friendly. Also get their litters ready and a bunch of those things. So cleaning up a little. I feel that I'm finally both learning how to honor that winter, and especially January for some reason, feel like a month that I really want to go slow and sleep more and, be a little bit more gentle. But at the same time, I'm also finally feel like I'm nourishing my healthy practices that keep me happy throughout winter. So yes to going slower and resting and being more gentle and, more TLC, but at the same time cultivating practices that are keeping me happy and healthy throughout winter. Cuties. Hey, cuties. Thank you so much for spending your time with me and inviting me into your life through my little videos. I can't wait to share more of them with you and keep sharing about our new kitty friends, my art studio, and just keep each other company to help lift each other up. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you some other time. Bye!